After the INT, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's airing it out for Williams. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this.
The Bills getting set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Allen off the play fake. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On first down, Allen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to Williams for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores.
The Bills ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 13. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to win.
of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bills offense about ready to get going. They are 6-0 here to start the year.
Let's go. Hey, I got 83. We got it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Okay, baby, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, defense. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, defense. Watch the edge.
Throwing on second and long. Allen, he's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. You ain't going nowhere.
Off the play fake. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The Bills at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mike, 56.
Now Allen off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is go.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run. And now out come the Bills. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Off the bootleg. Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up third down. Back to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. Come the Bills. And now they start in plus territory following that turn.
56 is the mic. Sharpfield. Hey, it's our house.
And here's Allen throwing to start the drive. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Williams brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's our time. It's our time.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it...
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Williams on the catch. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take a nap.
Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So here are the Bills to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
56. Check 56. Stay with your man. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56.
Allen now looks to throw and returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken across midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Double dog. That's the way.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
56 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Allen now on first down. And Cook has it, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to... Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat.
Mike 56. They can't hang with us. Mike 56. Mike's 56. All day, dog.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
56 right there. 56. Guys, stay in the situation. Let's go. 56 the mic.
Allen.
Check 56. I want that. Give it up.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Hey, I'm coming.
Allen now to throw on third down. And this is Cook with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw, it's Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Hey, man, we go. Watch the move.
And again, it's Allen. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Watch the curl. Mike's 50.
Now Allen. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, right there.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
56, right there, 56.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Allen gonna throw. And it's caught. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Here we go.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no...
Touchdown, Bills! A A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bills are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bills, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week.
Today, from Seattle, Washington.
The Bills offense ready to get going here. 7-0. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Allen. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
36, 36.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage was tight there from Rayshon Jenkins. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they... Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
goes the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. He's killing ourselves.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Mike 19. Mike 17. Come on. Come on. 17's Mike.
Looking to throw. Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Our time. It's our time. Slam. 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 Alert.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Here we go.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
4 down. 4 down.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To the air, Allen. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Nice, sweetheart.
And that flag accepted.
Let's go, baby.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike 17.
On play action, Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What they call?
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Jim, 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 Jim.
On second down, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Let's go, D.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
On first down, Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Four down. Check.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Mike 17.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
17's Mike. Mike 17. I'm trying to collect.
Back to throw. Allen. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Unbelievable.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Looking to throw. Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Bring it. Bring it.
Back to throw again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Cross the slant.
Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw. Allen. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 17.
Back to throw. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second down and goal. Allen, he's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Mike 17, Mike 17.
Watch the pass. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Mike 17.
Back to throw. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just...
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Allen off the play fake. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No, no, no. Off.
Now Allen again. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute
Throwing now is Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion right, that's Williams. looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Mike 17. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Williams brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Man, why are we doing this?
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
I'm on. Watch safety creep. Watch it. Safety's creeping.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Allen. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Back to throw. Allen. He'll find Williams on the slant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen. That is caught by Shakir. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Trying to build something. Beginning of the year, they said they thought 8 wins was a number to reach to call this season a success. It means they got there.
I like where you went with that. Building something. Not every team is going to be equipped to win 10, 12, 14 games in a season. Know your team, know your personnel. Now that they've accomplished that goal, I think they'll set their number a little bit higher in the upcoming years.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see